Okay, I've been watching YouTube a lot this morning, and I have one thing to say about the Minecraft community. You're just way too harsh on Bedrock Edition. Now, there's probably thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of videos on the internet right now claiming Bedrock Edition to be this massive failure. I'm a Java Edition player. I prefer Java Edition. I only play Java Edition, and you know what? I think anyone who says Bedrock Edition is a failure is completely wrong. Here is why. Okay. First up, I played Windows 10 Edition, I played Pocket Edition, so I have been playing, this version of Minecraft since the early days, like probably 10 years ago now. And I was massively skeptical of Minecraft's decision to cut ties with 4J Studios and every single console edition of Minecraft. And don't get me wrong, I am still really mad about this decision today, and I think this is probably one of the worst decisions Minecraft has ever made. I think it's even worse than, changing the PvP when, 1.8 became 1.9 PvP. And that's mainly because the console edition of Minecraft was like a different game completely. I mean, back in 2014, I played Java Edition, I played console edition, and it felt like two different games entirely. I mean, the graphics were different, the functionality was different, obviously, because you're on controller, but even if you plugged your mouse and keyboard into your Xbox, it was still different, just because of the UI, the graphics like I just mentioned, as well as the overall detail and difference in quality of the game compared to Java Edition. And you know what, when Bedrock Edition first came out, it wasn't the best game in the world. In fact, it was probably one of the worst versions of the game because there was just so many bugs, and it definitely came out like a year or two too early in my opinion. I don't know why they rushed it. It wasn't a great decision in my opinion, and to be fair, that's probably why a lot of people think it is a failure, because they are just reminded of the bugs, the issues, the UI being completely rubbish. And I know this is around about the time a lot of at least the Xbox or console edition people just completely quit playing the game completely, because it was a different game. It felt more like Java Edition, but it was still not entirely close to Java Edition, if that makes sense. But fast forward a few years, let's go to the present day, and you know what, Bedrock Edition is thriving. It is still a little bit buggy here and there, but so is Java Edition at this point. There's no point in denying it. And Bedrock Edition is, it has featured servers which Java Edition doesn't have, and these featured servers are really, really popular. You can actually still include your own servers as well if they're not featured, which is really cool. I think Minecraft Java should do this, to be honest. But I'm not going to tap into, controversies that I may cause, with my opinions towards Minecraft, in this video at least anyway. Bedrock Edition is cross-platform, so if you're unaware, you can play this on your PC, you can play this on your console, you can play this on your phone, your Switch, whatever it is you go by it today. You can literally play it on everything. I wouldn't be surprised if you could play it on, I don't know, your Apple Watch at this point. Probably not, but you get the gist, don't you? And that is where Minecraft isn't failing right now. If you have a cross-platform game and your game's already popular, then your game is just not going to fail. So I have no idea why there's so many videos out there saying Bedrock Edition is this failure. Yeah, because you might be right, it is a failure to you, and that's the whole point you're missing. It's not a failure to everyone else. And like I said before, I don't play Bedrock Edition. I do sometimes, but it's not my main game, and I by far prefer Java Edition. And I'm sure people out there by far prefer Bedrock Edition over Java Edition. It works both ways. I think people miss that point in their videos when they say, yeah, Bedrock is a failure, it's failed Minecraft. It really hasn't. And that's the simple truth to it. I cannot detail myself more apart from to say it hasn't failed Minecraft at all. And if you lack in your coding knowledge, then you will not know that Minecraft Java and Minecraft Bedrock are coded in two different programming languages. And if you do know what I'm talking about right now, then you know that it's pretty impressive that Minecraft Bedrock and Minecraft Java are actually pretty similar in the style of the game. Because coding in two different languages, by the way, is really, really challenging in itself. And these, the two languages Minecraft is coded in, on Bedrock and Java, are very different as well. So, that probably explains a lot as to why Bedrock Edition was buggy when it first came out, because it was never going to match Java Edition. And I think a lot of people went into, playing Bedrock Edition for the first time thinking, oh yeah, it's going to be like Java Edition, and then just you basically set yourself up for failure, or set the game up for failure. And don't worry, because I was also at that point in one, stage of time where I was like, yeah, this is a complete failure, it's not going to work. But I've actually been realistic about it. Like, I've actually props up to Minecraft here because they've actually done a lot of work on Bedrock Edition to improve the style, to make it a little bit more like the console edition of Minecraft as well. You know, like, with the coordinates, I think that's a good one because coordinates were not a thing originally on Bedrock Edition. Then the console edition players complained, and then they actually added that into the server settings, or the world settings even. And I actually believe that Bedrock Edition actually has an improvement in like the GUIs. You know, like for example, if you go on the Hive, the improvement in the GUIs when you're actually loading up into a game is top notch. Something you can't actually do on Java Edition, unless it's like some of the later editions. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for today's video, and I would love to hear your opinions on the Minecraft Java versus Minecraft Bedrock debate. Do you think, you know, maybe Bedrock Edition is getting better than Java at this point in history? I have no idea myself, but I just want to say the moral of the video is, yeah, it's not a failure, and if you think it's a failure, then you need to put a bit of perspective into your opinion and actually just look at the figures and the stats and, you know, actually people enjoying it.